Hey, what's up everyone? Sorry I'm late. I was watching Star Trek with Peaches and got distracted on the time. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a color test for a new paint that I got, which is called Quinacridone Magenta. Now, this is more of a opaque color, or well, I guess opaque color. It can actually work for that pretty well. It's more used, I think, for like tinting and glazing. So, yeah, so I already had this set up last stream. I had to set all of this up, so it took a little long. So I just pre-did this after I ate dinner. So we're going to do 11 different mixes. So this is all Quinacridone Magenta right here. And then I'm going to mix it just like I did yesterday with the Cobalt teal. And so we're going to do the same process over, but obviously we're using a different color since this is a new color. But hello to everyone in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Please smash the like button if you haven't already. I see Ryan is here, Neon Wolf is here, Lock It Up Ink is here, Porkins is here, Optic Racer is here, R33S3M, interesting name, you're here, but hello, 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 and welcome. So, the way I did this, and I'll explain this again from yesterday. Let me get this paintbrush as my pointer. So, these are my warm colors. So, white and black don't really count because those are like for toning and values. But so we have titanium white, we have cadmium yellow light, we have cadmium red light, we have cobalt teal, and then cerulean blue. Now, these are our warm colors on the palette. Again, white doesn't really count for that, so just cad through cerulean are all of our warm hues. And then for our cools, we have yellow ochre, alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, viridian, and then we have burned umber and ivory black. So I'm going to just be mixing. I usually, last time I did 6 different colors, and then I go back through it. So I guess, we can start. And what was one of the things that I spoke about yesterday is different types of paintbrushes. So I can go into that again. So I'm going to work my way down because my hand is inevitably going to get on this, which, it is what it is. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. So one of the tricks that I like to do when I do this, so I got 1. So you get just enough paint and you get it on there. And I do the circle technique. So I got 2. You actually get these. So I have this kind of on another paint is underneath it. So that way I can have it at this angle so it's easier for me to paint on. I could always adjust it if you guys need me to. Okay, so I do the first 3 in the pure color, and then I'll add the other color that I'm going to be working with, and I'll add 3 of those, and that's just a way to keep it as pure as possible. So, I guess this is actually a perfect example right here. So I had a little bit of it left on my paint, so now you can actually see the titanium white. Got all right, so now what I'm going to do, and I'll do this. I'll take a little bit right there, just the tiniest bit. I guess I should add a little more onto this one. There you go. And now this is going to be the similar brush to what I used yesterday. And remember, this is again important for when you're mixing colors. It's a little trick. Is if you have one of these like magic paintbrushes, as I like to call them, where it's thicker with the bristles at the bottom and then it narrows out to these thin bristles, and it's very good for blending. So now I guess what I'll do is I'll work my way back. So that's just with a tiny little bit of white. And you can adjust this as you, ooh, that's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. as you go back. All right, and this is a good way. And the reason why you do this kind of stuff is so that way when you are going to be painting, if you do have color charts like available at the ready, it makes it a lot easier when you're trying to plan out your painting, right? There you go. And so because this color, Quinacridone Magenta, is a pretty opaque color, let's see. There we go. By adding this titanium white to it, it makes it, whatchamacallit, it gives it a little bit more of a thicker consistency. So this is like a really pretty color. This is, if I was painting like something like flowers, I would probably use. Or I don't know if I would use it on a paint, like on a portrait, unless I'm doing like a background to it, just because it is on the cooler side, you know? So, and again, this probably isn't the best way to mix it, but I'm all about my way about doing things. And so if I like faked it and tried to do it the proper way, it wouldn't really be my real technique. So that's why I do it the way that I do it. Let's see. The painting straight out of the tube. Yeah, I left my color palette outside. I never usually do this, but I'll clean it up anyway. Let's see. I think it's just because I absolutely hate cleaning. Like, I hate cleaning art supplies with like a passion. And so this is just, I guess, my little rebelliousness. Make this a little lighter. And I apologize if you see or you hear any like loud noises. My neighbors have friends over, so if you hear any loud noises, that's what that's from. All right. Let's see. Here we go. So now we're done with the white. So that's a pretty good transition, I think. And so, actually, that was the wrong cap. Now, because I did that straight into white, I am going to have to remove that because, as you can see, this is like a staining color. So I am, at the end of the day, just going to be wasting some white paint, but that's okay. It'll give it a pretty color next time I need white for something. I'm here for the cricket. I hope the cricket doesn't join us tonight. So I'm probably going to do this every day of the week, and I might leave these up after I'm done like with the live stream. So if you guys could like afterwards leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of the stream, and if there's something that you want to learn next time, or if there's anything you want me to go over. Now, I'm not an art teacher or anything. I used to do like tutoring. And if you ever go to art school, you'll learn really fast that not every student does their homework, and they'll hire somebody to do their homework. So I used to do that, which I've been out of school for a really long time, so they're not going to get in trouble for saying that. But yeah. And it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like it's just become such like a part of my routine that I don't really think about how to explain something to someone. I'm just like, you just do it kind of thing. And so I really have to like think about it. I'm like, well, how do I do that? You know, because it's just like it's like trying to explain somebody how to chew food. It's like, you just do it, you know, if that makes sense to anyone. Let's see. I just finished a video on the Kevin Smith and what's doing on Orko. I don't know anybody that hated Orko. He's a comic relief that meant well. I know, even the guy that created it loved Orko. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. But I didn't really want to talk about that on this stream because if anyone wants to watch this back, I want it to kind of just be art advice and like a little bit of a tutorial and educational type of thing. And, you know, just to have fun. Oh, I hear Peaches is on the phone. I wonder who he's talking to. It's probably the Munchkin. Let's see, I'm actually like inside the house today. Usually I'm in my little office room, but not today. I'm commandeering the Munchkin's room since she is with her mom. So I was like, there's a nice desk in the AC, right? Well, we don't really have AC, but we have fans. A lot of houses in Southern California don't have AC. It's very bizarre, but it is what it is. I'm really excited to see what this color comes out because this is a new color for me. This one and the color that I was painting with yesterday, Cobalt Teal, were both recommended to me by a friend. And so I've never used them before. So that's why I'm kind of doing these color charts. And so I'm learning along with you guys, believe it or not. Oh, this will make a really pretty skin tone. So I take it back. I probably would use this color on skin. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Just the littlest bit. Just the littlest bit. All right, all right. Okay, let's add a little bit more yellow to this one. Okay. Did you guys hear the plane? There we go. Oh, that actually came out pretty nice. No cricket yet? No. I'm not in my office. I'm in the Munchkin's room. Alrighty, so now we're done with, that was Cadmium Yellow Light. Cadmium Yellow Light. Okay, let me just turn this around and show it to you guys. If you guys can see. I know somebody was saying that I need to get a better camera for these art streams, and I agree with you guys. I was looking at some earlier. The thing is, I don't know anything about cameras. I probably should have taken a photography class in college as like an elective or something, but I didn't, which is my own bad. But hindsight is 2020, right? I mean, I had a roommate that was a photography major, so I guess I could have asked her stuff. But I mean, I feel like all she ever did was using Lightroom to like remove stuff from painting. So now I'm gonna go in with, where's my CAD? With CAD Red Light. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go in with Cadmium Red Light. Now this color is not very opaque, which is something that you'll get with CAD colors. Also, CAD is usually pretty toxic, so you know, it is what it is. It's kind of like, you know, beauty is pain, right? Well, painting, you got to have those sacrifices of working with the toxicity, right? So that's it with just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Like this is going to be like a pretty, very pretty red color. Just the littlest bit. Now, one thing you want to see like the clear transition, right? There you go. Get just the slightest bit. So add a bit more CAD red to this one. There we go. And a little bit more magenta to this one. And that one's like basically. All right, so that was actually pretty, let's add a little bit more to this one. Okay. All right, there we go. That's actually nice. Oh no, the toxic lead tube. No, this one's not the lead one. I explained that in my live stream from yesterday. Is there's one of the reasons why the old masters, because everyone's like, well, why are they famous, right? And it's like, well, it's because their art stood the test of time because of the supplies that they used. I mean, there might have been some artists that were like really, really good and like maybe even better than some of the ones that that everyone knows, like, you know, like Van Gogh, like Monet, like Da Vinci, like Michelangelo, right? But the thing is, we can only go off the paintings that survived, right? And so one of the reasons their painting survived, one of the reasons why it's so famous, is because they use certain supplies. So the white that the old masters used was lead white. Now, obviously, lead paint is toxic. Obviously, back in those days, they didn't know about that kind of stuff and cancer and all that. So they didn't know. But nowadays, it's actually really, really difficult to get a hold of the actual supplies and colors that the old masters used. Like, for instance, if you're ever painting with watercolors, there's this beautiful watercolor called Scarlet Lake, and that is actually made in England, and it is made with these red beetles that are only found in this one lake in England. And so it's very interesting when you actually find out where certain colors come from. So now, oh, by the way, this is Cobalt Teal, and this is the color that I did the color test for yesterday. So we've already seen this, but I wanted to have it on my palette since now it is included in my palette, right? And if I ever add more colors, I'll probably have to, you know, do another one of these. But I think it was a general consensus that you guys kind of wanted to see me do one of these mix tests for all of my colors. So I think I'm going to do that. It'll also help get my watch hours up on this channel so I can kind of get this channel monetized. And then it'll actually show up in like search results and stuff, which I know it's like boring to get into the minutia of how YouTube works, but it's like if your channel's not monetized, it doesn't give YouTube any oh my god, he's being really loud. It doesn't give YouTube any reason to promote your videos or incentive to promote your videos because they're not making money off of you. It's stupid, but that's why you see like some channels that are small, but they're making like really good videos and content, but nobody is seeing it because YouTube's like, we're not going to promote you. We don't make any money on you, which is stupid, but it is what it is. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, look at that purple, guys. Pretty. And we already knew we were going to get a really pretty purple from this because of the color chart that we did the other day. I realized, I'm like, was it yesterday? I don't know. When was that live stream? Was it yesterday, the day before yesterday? I actually don't remember. Okay, a little bit. I knew an art teacher got lead poisoning from glasswork. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, I think he's talking to the munchkin. You can hear her little baby voice. Day before yesterday. Yeah, wasn't sure. Oh, yeah, I didn't do one yesterday because I had a Flashes stream, which never fucking ended. Oh, my God, that stream went on forever. For those that don't know, I do a stream on Yellow Flash's channel. Saturday nights, it's called Flashcast. And sometimes this end where he reads super chats, holy fucking shit, it is never ending. And I mean, it's flattering because people don't want us to go to bed. They want us to keep streaming and hanging out, which is very nice, meaning people like the show. But sometimes they know that we're tired, and so they're like, let's torture them. Like last night, I felt like everyone was trying to torture me. I was like, all right, I think that's a pretty good transition. That's pretty good. Add just a tiny bit more magenta to this one. There we go. A lot more to this one. All right, so we know that this one makes a very pretty purple. That one's nice. All right, so that's Cobalt Teal, which is a nice color, I think. Flash reads so slow and gets distracted easily. He really does, Pastor. But I think it's because, like, at that point in the night, he's been drinking. So it's like, you know, nothing against it. It's fine. It makes for a good show. People like it, you know, and that's the whole point, is to give the audience what they want. Yeah. So I've actually been working on a bunch of art videos, right? Some of them I can't talk about because they were secret, but I'll give you guys a little insight. So I actually did this painting, and I worked on this painting for months, and it was going to be on the cover of a comic book. And then all of this drama happened and the project got shelved, but I filmed the whole process, and it was a lot of fun and whatnot, but obviously it did not come to fruition. So this painting is done. It's been framed. The art video was, pretty much edited, but now that I'm kind of trying to find like a style that I want for this art channel, I've gone back to the, editing table with it. And so I just want it to be perfect, but I don't know when I should post it. So I've just kind of been waiting. But so when, if you guys, actually, let me put my banner up. If you guys follow me over on my art Instagram, I post updates. And so I post like photos and videos that you don't see on YouTube, but I post them on my art Twitter as well. But I think Instagram is a little bit easier to like just see my content. So the paintings that I have that are done, well, there's my secret one. There is my HK47. So that painting was actually done, but then it got damaged by the framers, which pissed me off to high fucking heavens. And so I have to go back and I have to take off the varnish and I have to fix the damn painting since the framers damaged it. And I have to get it reframed and everything. But that painting is done. So the art video for that is almost done. I just want to have it like completely done with the framing and everything before I can finish editing that one. And then I have my my plein air painting. So when I was on vacation, we were up at Peaches' parents' house. For those that don't know, Peaches is my boyfriend's nickname. So we were up at Peaches' parents' house in the Northern California mountains. And so every day, or almost every day, I try to, but then they want to do fun stuff, family stuff, the kids want to play and whatnot. So I wasn't able to paint every day, but I tried to. I tried to get as much painting in as possible. And so I filmed myself every single time, and I posted like those little videos up on my art Instagram. But so I'm editing a video of all of them together, and then I need to get them all varnished, which I put varnish on them already. They're just drying. And then I need to get them all framed, and I'll have like a complete video of that process. But that's one still in the works. And I think you guys are really going to like it. Let's see. But I'm excited. So I have all these projects in the work for this channel. But I kind of want to know like what you guys want to see. And I was going over the paintings that I have in the progress. So there's the paintings that are done is my secret one, HK47, my plein air paintings, those ones are all done. And then the ones that are still in progress is my Bo-Katan painting, but that one on one of the flash casts I was actually painting in the background. It was either flash cast or Jack show. And I messed up and I got black paint on her face. And honestly, at this point, it would just be easier for me to start from scratch than try to salvage this painting, which is really going to piss me off. So I haven't touched it or gone back to that painting because I'm just livid about that. So that one is kind of in the works. We'll see if I figure out what to really do with it. And then I have some Lord of the Rings paintings I'm working on. So I have Arwen and Galadriel. And so with Arwen and Galadriel, what I wanted to do, so I did the portraits of both ladies, or both elven women, I should say. And I think that they turned out great. But so what I wanted to do is I wanted to have the writing that's on the ring behind them, because that was like one of the special edition like boxes that came out. And so I was like, oh, this is perfect. And this is going to look so cool behind them. But so I wanted to do it in gold leafing. The only thing is, I know gold leafing is pretty popular on like oil paints, but I made the writing like way too thin and small. And I'm like, fuck, I really don't want to like have to refigure out how to draw this writing on here, because it took me forever the first time. So I ordered some metallic oil paint that was released by Gamblin, which is the brand that I'm actually using for my paints. And it's going to be here on Wednesday, so I might test it out. But honestly, if it looks good and I like it, and I need to do a little bit more research on like the archivability of it. But if it's like good, I might just use that instead of the gold leafing, which, I mean, I don't think anyone really cares about that kind of stuff. Anna has 2 Instagrams forever. Well, I have my Star Wars, like my That Star Wars Girl Instagram. And then I have my art Instagram. Right. And so my art Instagram is the one you want to go see for like updates and stuff. All right. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's scrolling across. Yeah. So if you guys want my art Instagram, my ticker is at the bottom, so you guys can see that. All right, here we go. See how pretty that is? So pretty. All right. So now we're going on to yellow ochre. I'm feeling this is going to be hideous, but we will see. Yellow ochre is not my favorite color. It's good if you're painting food. Good if you're painting food. All right, here we go. So far we've done white, yellow light, cadmium red light, cobalt teal, cerulean blue, and now we're on yellow ochre. Making better progress than yesterday, mainly because I had the chart made up beforehand. The day before yesterday when I was streaming, I did not, and I had to do it on air. So, I mean, you guys have that. So now you guys know how to do it if you want to go back and watch the first one and all the boring technical stuff of me measuring out everything. So when you're doing these, I know some people, I'm painting on a panel. So I know some people, they're really like picky about the types of panels that they use and what. If you're doing a color test, honestly, though, it's not something you're going to sell. So who the hell cares if you're on a cheap panel or not? Okay, go. Oh, what's up, Russell Hall? I am doing an art, I'm doing a color test. Doing a color test. There we go. It's just a tad bit. You can see these transitions. I really hope this is pretty, because I'm feeling it's not going to be very pretty. But this Quinacridone Magenta, I don't know, it seems to be working pretty well with everything that I painted so far, you know? It's a pretty color. It's going to be interesting to add it to my palette when I'm like actually doing paintings. Let's see. Oh yeah, another painting that I have done is the Gina Carano Cara Dune painting. That one is done. I just need to, the video is semi-edited, so I just need to finish that. There we go. There we go. So I'm just going through and trying to mix these to get the best looking transition for it. All right, this is turning out better than I thought it would. I don't really, personally, yellow ochre isn't my favorite to like mix things with. It's a good color. It's an okay color, but it's not my favorite one. It has its uses though. There's barely anything. All right, I think I'm done with that one. I think it looks good. Anna mixes colors, Cecil mixes drinks. That's true. Also, there's over 31 people here, so if you guys could, please smash the like button. Please and thank you. It would mean a lot to me. And thank you, everyone, for hanging out and watching me paint. I know that this isn't exactly the, the most fun way to do it. I came late, but the titanium white is the top row that has the pink mix. If she does have alizarin, it looks like it's the next one. Yes, so it's titanium white, cadmium yellow light, cadmium yellow red, cobalt teal, cerulean blue, yellow ochre, alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, Viridian, burnt umber, and then ivory black is the last one. There's a tulip here. And so everything that I'm mixing is Quinacridone Magenta or Quinacridone. I guess in like different countries it's called Quinacridone. And then I guess in America it's called Quinacridone. So, Gary I love these chill art streams. Anna watched the one you did Friday night, and it was a nice way to end the evening. I hope you do more of them. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm planning on it. Honestly, I know I've been doing YouTube for a while, but I have never really gotten down on doing like the scheduled live streams just because my life is so hectic. But I think I am going to have like a time set aside to like really go through and schedule my live streams. Okay, so I don't know if there's going to be much of a transition in these ones because these colors are, that was loud, very similar. So we'll see. If you guys have a good eye, you guys will probably be able to tell. Okay. One thing you guys probably don't know, alizarin crimson smells like shit. It smells fucking horrible. It's a pretty color though, but it smells terrible. This is actually hurting my eyes to stare at this. It's like so white. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to see much of a color change here. They're so similar. I might have to add white to this for you guys to see. I think actually that's what I'm going to have to do for this one. Plus white. So what I'm going to do, just so we can see what this mix looks like, is I'm going to take a dab of white and put it on each one. Okay, so we got white, 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 white. And then this will allow us to actually see the color transition. There we go. Now we can actually see this. Oh my god, this stupid cat. They meow so loud. Okay. I knew this one was going to be a tricky one to do because these are both such opaque colors. But we'll see how it turns out at the end. Let's mix a little bit more Alizarin crimson in. There we go. So you can see it's like way more red. Even then, I don't think that helps very much, but let's see. Okay, well, I can't really see much more of a difference. So these aren't colors that I think I'll be mixing very much, so I'm not going to worry about this line too much. And they're pretty similar colors, so I think I would just pick one in this instance, depending on what it is I'm painting. All right, now we're on to Ultramarine Blue. I think this one will make a very pretty, very, very pretty purple. We'll see which version of this I like the most, though. You guys talking about the Highlander in the chat? I swear, now whenever I think of it, I just hear Princess of the Universe. And I just picture that little edit I did of Henry Cavill from like The Witcher, where I cut it, but I put it to the Queen music, and it's just like, I am mono, I have inside me blood of kings, I have no rival, no man can be my equal. Now you guys are just gonna oh god, this is ugly. You guys are gonna have to hear me sing. I'm sorry. I have a terrible, terrible singing voice. Which sucks because that was one thing I always wished I could do. I always wished I could sing. And I begged my mother for singing lessons, but instead she put me in dance for like 12 fucking years. And guys, I swear I cannot dance to save my life. I look like a retarded penguin dancing. Like, you know, in Happy Feet that he wanted to sing, but he could just dance. Well, see, I can't sing or dance, so I'm not even like Happy Feet. I actually like that movie. The aliens are stealing our fish. And they're just like, what the fuck? I thought it was a cute premise for a movie. And then you have like, I don't know why they cut it out, but there was a scene with Steve Irwin where he was the seagull and Happy Feet runs into like a blue whale, and it's like the seagull's talking to him, and the seagull is Steve Irwin. And then he's like, I gotta go talk to the aliens because they're stealing our fish. And he's like, who do you think killed the whales, mate? And he's like, they killed them too. And it was like, ah! Makes me cry every time. Can you do the robot at least? I can do the moonwalk. I spent years learning how to do the moonwalk. And that's the only dance move I can really do. Or if I'm drunk enough, I can I don't know, I can dance. Depends on if I have like a partner or whatnot. If Peaches is down. Peaches is a much better dancer than I am. Like, I like going, like, I used to like going out and like going dancing with my friends. And me and my friend Sav, we actually took salsa lessons in college. I was not very good. But it's fun. Peaches likes it. Okay, so now we're on Viridian. Again, this is not my favorite color. I'm not a Viridian fan. When I did that Qui-Gon painting, I used a lot of Viridian because, you know, Qui-Gon's obviously a human, So he's going to have warm skin tones. And then, oh yeah, that's another painting that I know I already had that video up on my main channel, but I need to add it onto here. Let's see. Oh, that's an interesting color. It's all about mixing these two to set the mood for the rest of it. Yeah, I used a lot of Viridian because Qui-Gon's a human, so he's going to have a warm skin tone. And then I wanted to use cool colors for the lightsaber for that, you know, that contrast. And I think it turned out pretty good. Wasn't my favorite green to work with, but it did exactly what I wanted it to do for that painting. So, you know, it worked out. So sometimes working with colors that you don't necessarily like, but they can get the job done, that's the important part of it, right? Okay, so if I use a little bit of this with green, it almost kind of gets very dark. So that's interesting if you want a different, like a different way to try to get a type of black. It's a good one to do. So there's 36 people here, so please smash the like button, please and thank you. Help my channel out. I think I saw 40 in here at one time, so thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mm-hmm. I think he is playing Fortnite with the Munchkin, and he forgot to turn off Star Trek, so now we're going to lose our spot. Oh well. It's his first time watching Voyager all the way through. Let's see. No notification from YouTube. Of course, it's because this is a small channel, so unless your channel is like monetized, YouTube has no incentive to promote anything. Let's see. All right, now we're on to burnt umber. I don't have high hopes for this color either. All right. Oh my goodness, this is hurting my eyes. I don't really like to paint on a white background. Let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. I love my Coca-Cola. I'm more of a Pepsi person. I know, don't hate me. I like Pepsi better than Coke. Let's say that I don't like Coke, but this is it's a little too much sugar for me, believe it or not. It leaves like a residue on my teeth, and I hate it, the filling. So Pepsi doesn't do that, so I just prefer to drink Pepsi. But if we're being honest about like drinks, my like go-to sodas are Code Red, Mountain Dew, and Sprite or Sierra Mist. I actually really like Sierra Mist, so Sprite and Sierra Mist are good. Very, very good. Okay. This isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Just a little muddy. Let's see. So I know I just got back from it, but I can already not wait for Anime Matsuri next year. I hope you guys come. Okay. There's just a little bit of it in it. So let's get a little bit more in this one. Okay, I think that's a good transition. Cool. Burnt umber one is done now. Now we're getting down to, let's see, where's my black? Now we're getting down to ivory black. Cherry Dr. Pepper. No, I hate Dr. Pepper. I hate Dr. Pepper with a burning passion. Let's see. But you know what's funny? When I was actually in Europe, I like the only thing I knew that they have everywhere. I'm like, well, I know everywhere has Coca-Cola. So when they didn't speak English, I'm just like, Coke. Or like I say Coca-Cola, and they bring it to me and it's in a bottle and it says, it's like, this Coke was made in Germany. This Coke was made in Sweden or Switzerland. And let me tell you, out of all the places I've had Coca-Cola, it tastes the best from Switzerland. Everything in Switzerland was amazing. I fucking love Switzerland. I want to go back. I went to the east side of Switzerland, so I was in Zurich, and I went to Laverne, and then we went to, oh my God, what was it called? We went through Thorn, which was beautiful. I don't know why that wasn't on like a tourist destination map, because there's just like a random castle in the in the middle of the freaking city. It was beautiful. I was like, Jesus. And then, we went to Interlaken, and we had dinner on top of this mountain, and you have to take this like lift to get up there. And it was so beautiful. And we actually had the last dinner there at the restaurant of the season because they were closing. And so like they were running out of everything. Like they didn't have ice cream and stuff, so we couldn't have dessert. But it was so beautiful. I absolutely loved Interlaken. And everyone in Switzerland is so nice. It's beautiful, amazing country. Like, you guys are ever thinking about traveling? It's expensive there, but it is so worth it. Everything there is beautiful. And like when you're flying above it, it looks like you're in the Shire, and it's like, oh my God, this is freaking paradise. Like I love Hawaii and all, but Hawaii ain't got nothing on Switzerland. Alrighty, so it's all about getting it right. It's probably going to be harder for me to get this color right because it's black, so it's going to be a bit trickier to get this consistency right. Oh my God, that cat is loud. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat. Little shit. Let's see. Alright, so this is what Quinacridone Magenta looks when it's mixed with black. Interesting. Alrighty. I think that's good. That is pretty good. Pretty good. Wow. Now I'm done. It's a nice little short. Here we go. There we go. Look at this. Clean off my brushes. So all of the colors are done. This is my Quinacridone Magenta color palette. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so turn it around. Oh, turn it around. So there are 11 colors. Personally, I don't think 11 or 1 count because those are going to have like the values to it. So this is titanium white, cadmium yellow, cadmium red, cobalt teal, cerulean blue. That makes it, these are the cool colors. And then Excuse me, these are the warm colors, and then these are the cool colors. So then for the cool colors, we have yellow ochre, alizarin crimson with a little bit of white, ultramarine blue, viridian, burnt umber, and ivory black. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Out of all these numbers, which one is your favorite color transition? Which one is your favorite color transition? So you can see like the different consistencies. Which one do you guys like the best? I think, let's see, I like cerulean blue and Quinacridone Magenta the best. So that would my favorite one is number 5. It looks really pretty in person. Chris Stanley likes 4, so he likes Cobalt Teal. Porkins likes 3 and 4, so Porkins likes these two. Okay, got a lot of fans. And Pastor Flash likes 6. Oh, really? Like 6? All right. Good skin tones in one. Let's see. Patrick T likes 4, so we got Cobalt Teal. Gary N likes 5. K Train likes 11, all the way down at the bottom. Let's see. Man Wolf likes 4. A lot of people like 4. Steve Gibbon likes 1 and 4. Myrtle V likes 5 and 9. Oh, interesting. The first 9 that we got there. Let's see. But I'm red colorblind. Oh, no. Well, we got it. We got it all done for the Quinacridone Magenta color palette. So, I know I've only been streaming for 51 minutes and 59 seconds, so 52 minutes now. But everyone, thank you. Your favorite is 2. No, my favorite is 5. My favorite is this one. So this is cerulean blue and Quinacridone Magenta. Let's see, second to last is good too. So this is burnt umber. But everyone, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back. Actually, you know what? Oh, no, I already know which way I'm going to go with this. Okay, so next stream where I do one of these color mixing palettes, I will do, I'm debating on if I should go through all of it with white or if I should just go with colors. I think I might go with colors. So the next one I'll do is cadmium yellow. So I'll be mixing all the other colors in my palette with cadmium yellow. So I'm going to actually go through all of my colors on my palette and do a stream just like this. They'll probably be about this length, you know, maybe a little an hour or under an hour long. And you guys can just hang out with me while I do some color mixing and come up with some color charts. And then I'll have like a whole set of all of them because I haven't really done this in years. So it'll be fun to go through all of this with you. And I think I'm going to have to leave these live streams up until I'm done with the whole series. It's just because I'm trying to get my watch hours up on this channel. I am actually, let's see, to be able to get monetized, I have to have 4,000 watch hours and I only have 783. So I'm getting there slowly but surely. I will put all of these like on a playlist for everyone in case you guys are interested. But they'll be left up on my channel. And then once I start re-adding up art videos, they'll be unlisted, but they will be still in a playlist. So that way you guys can find them whenever you would like. And also, I know if you guys haven't seen the little banner going across the bottom of the screen, if you guys want to see like any of my art updates on actual paintings, follow me on my art Instagram. That way you guys can see, and you guys don't have to have an Instagram account to check it out. You can just, I mean, at one point as you're scrolling through it, it will ask you for one, but you don't have to. But if you guys want to see any updates, go check it out. My art Instagram is the art of Anna TSWG. And so you guys can go see my art there and like updates on paintings and stuff I've been doing. And also, if you guys want prints of my artwork, I am on Etsy. And my Etsy is the art of Anna TSWG as well. And that is all one word. So when you type it together, there's no spaces. But everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. After this stream ends, if you guys could please leave me a comment and tell me what you liked about this, what you didn't like, or if there's anything you didn't like, let me know what I can improve on, and if there's anything else you'd like to see in the future. But again, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys all in the next stream. Have a good night, everyone.